Hello everyone and welcome back to Cotswold Bees channel. Now today is a bit different because unfortunately one has to admit one's sins. On the courses we always tell people to make sure that they never leave a gap in their hive just in case of wasp attack. And unfortunately a couple of days ago I came back to see one of my hives in the garden has definitely got a... somebody wants to be a star. Hello. So anyway, Up here, Carol. She might be prettier than me, but that's enough of that. I came back a couple of days ago to find that one of my garden hives had definitely got a gap in it, and the wasps were attacking like crazy. And in fact, if you have a look at this video, this clip I'm just about to put up, you'll see how badly the wasp attack was. So I immediately decided that I needed to close that up. So I took the super off and I put the roof back on and closed it all up. And as you can see from the next clip that I put up, the wasps were not pleased, but they weren't able to get in. I went to bed that night thinking all was well in the world and that I'd discouraged the attack. This morning I went and had a quick look at the hive, and what I saw was that the bees are actually not able to defend it anywhere near as well as I'd hoped they were, and the wasps are now attacking through the main entrance. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up there, we're going to take the roof off the hive, we're going to have a look inside, keep our fingers really crossed that the bees have managed to survive. I'm sure if we have still got a colony that's worth preserving, we can move those bees into a nuke box and then tonight seal up the nuke box and take them well away from the apiary, because it's the only way. The wasps are attacking like crazy, as you'll see. So we're going to get fully suited and booted, and usually I'll be putting the super thick gloves on in order to deal with this, because I'm not very keen on the idea of handling wasps, and I'm sure if there are any bees in there they will be in full defensive mode. But anyway, we'll keep our fingers crossed, see if there's a colony worth saving in there, and if there is, we'll save it. But this is what happens sometimes. Wasps, I'm afraid, this time of year are really a problem, and when you've got a small colony like this one was, because it had attempted to swarm and I'd done a swarm management split on it, so we've got a relatively small colony left there open to attack. And when you have a beekeeper that leaves a gap there, which this stupid one did, then you actually find that the wasp will find it really quickly and go in for the attack. So fingers crossed, let's go over to the hive and see if we can save something. They're coming along trying to get in, but the gap's fully sealed. But at the front you can see an awful lot of wasps going in and out. In fact, horrifically more wasps than bees. So we'll keep our fingers crossed, but it's not looking great. Just in case, I'm going to take the top off this nuke box and have a couple of frames out. And you never know your luck, we might actually be able to get some in there, but let's see what's going on. So I'm fully kitted up with some decent gloves here. We'll open it up and see what's happened. So deep breath and here we go. And you can see there's an awful lot of wasps coming out of here. And when I take the crown board off, life's going to get a bit upsetting. So you can now see the amount of wasps coming out. There are very few bees in here, very few bees. Carol, if you can face it, if you want to come across the top here and just have a look in here, you can see we have got some bees. There's some bees here trying to kill a wasp here, but the wasp seems to be winning. We'll just have a look and see if there's any brood left at all. It's not looking tremendous. Looks like we've got some bees here, but what you can see is I've definitely left this too long, and you can see the wasps have just cleared everything out of here. There's just nothing. So I'm going to have a look where this seam of bees is, just in case. Look at that, every last bit's been cleared out of there by the wasps. So just looking on here, well, we've got a few bees left and that's it. There's no brood there. There's no sign of a queen. Have a quick look at this one as well. Again, nothing left, no brood, no sign of a queen. We'll have a quick look on the other side. Nothing. This one's a complete goner. So you can see the situation. Once the wasps get a hold, that's it. All I'm going to do is shake these few bees off in front of another hive. I know they were healthy before the wasps got anywhere near them, but they're absolutely gone now. This is a disaster, a real shame. My hatred of wasps has got even greater. So I'm just going to shake these off.
What will happen to them then?
So they might just go in that other hive over there. So that's shaken most of the bees out of there. And then all I can do now is take this, and you can see the wasp attack. The bees stood no chance here. So I'll just turn this round so I've got completely blocked the entrance to stop any more wasps getting in. And write this one off to experience. That's it. You can see the wasps now trying to get in, and you can see the number of wasps already building up trying to get in. So we're going to have to try and protect this. We've got wasp traps trying to pull the wasps away from these hives, but unfortunately this one has been absolutely decimated. Not a great way to finish, but it happens unfortunately, and you've only got to miss it by a couple of days. As I say, this one was perfectly fine until 2 days ago. The wasps started attacking it, and 2 days later we've got nothing left. A disaster. There we go. I won't say if you enjoyed this video, hopefully you sort of learnt something from it, but it's not really very enjoyable. But if you did, please give us a like, it helps. And also, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to us. And finally, if you want to help with us rebuilding this hive, you can always buy us a coffee, or even buy us a coffee, because I've got to go now and have a very strong coffee together with a piece of cake. I happen to know there's a bit of plum cake around, so that's small consolation, but it is a consolation. And we'll try and get rid of as many of these wasps as possible. I hope that's been useful. You can see the problems. It's been a particularly bad year with wasps, and it looks like it's going to continue being a really bad year with wasps. That's the way it is. Nature is not overly kind to us in many occasions, and sometimes we're just not quick enough, and this time I've just not been quick enough. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.